What is going on, universe? I gotta fix the audio on Emerald Rogue. What is that under? Thought that'd be like an options menu for audio. Am I crazy? Maybe it only exists when you're inside of the run. Oh, it's at the bottom. There's just the options button there. I just can't read. That's rough. That's a real, a real rough way to face this reality. I'm just sending one. I considered lowering the difficulty, but I don't feel like doing it. Do I want a random starter? Not this time. I mean, I kind of do, but at the same time, I really want to win. I can feel it that it's like getting close. We'll do spooky maybe. What does ghost do for us? Not a heck of a lot. Solid types would be water, grass, fighting. We have a fighting one, right? Yeah. Something to deal with dark would be nice, really. I do like me the Scragmeister 9000. I think I might turn on in-game music, actually. Give me one sec. I don't really want Meditite if we're gonna have Scraggy. I mean, nothing against Meditite. I should check the merit of actually chaining things, because like if we can chain, I think the chain increases like the stats maybe that you get a Pokemon. If that is the case, there's certainly some merit in chaining a bunch of things if we have a Pokemon we really want. But I don't really know how it works other than the shiny rate thing. I feel like this is like a little bit louder than it is normally today. It's just my headphones. It is my headphones. That's what it was. My headphones have like a dial on them to adjust the PC audio, which is, you know, fine and dandy. But I will smack it sometimes even. I guess I'm just putting the headset down and it'll happen sometimes. Probably not the most like foreign concept to people. I was thinking about Imposter Ditto since it's given us a lot of trouble so far. Does it, if I have a level 100 and a level 1 Imposter Ditto copies, does it copy all of the stats except HP, or does it copy the base stats of like a level 1 one? That's one of the, I don't want to say it's one of the biggest knowledge checks for us. Actually, we'll catch Meditite because it's apparently a Pokemon we don't have for the Dex anyways. It is an interesting thing to think about, though. Also, I wonder why the Safari Zone, like, stopped collecting mons for us. There's some way I could, like, push a button to, like, empty it out. That would be nice. Maybe there is, and I haven't seen it. I just kind of assumed it would get rid of, like, the most recent things. But it seems like it stopped catching stuff. That Meowth looks so cursed. Alright, so this is a confusing route. Noivern could be nice. Oh, I like Cufant. Oh, we don't really need Steel. I'll catch it for the entry. think we'll grab Noibat here. Okay. So I think we have our Haxorus inside of the daycare, maybe. So maybe not in reality. We have a lot of steel options. Yikes. I don't know about Solrak over Aerodactyl. You know what this makes me want to do again? I was a while ago. It's been a few months now, recording Pokemon Odyssey for YouTube, and it was fun, but it took like a lot of time to do. Like, the episodes were like 2 hours each, and that would take like I'm not great at editing and stuff yet, but I'm like sort of getting better at it. But like, again, I'm self-taught and everything, so it's really hard. So like the episodes would take me in total time like 4 or 5 hours to put out one episode of it, and it wouldn't even be like a crazy amount of editing, just like, you know, if I mix up speech or anything. Oh my gosh, so good to see you. Thank you so much for the sub too, Q. Hopefully you're doing good today. I really appreciate it. It does mean a great deal to me. But I don't know, when I put in like a crap load of time to, I guess it's not even a crap load, but when I put in that much time to make like a thing of Pokemon Odyssey, it's time I could be spent like streaming or working on something else, and Odyssey was not popular when I was doing it. Not that that's that bad, because I just enjoyed doing it, which I think is the important thing. I don't know, it's tough when it takes so much time without a lot of like return on it, but at the end of the day, if I enjoy doing it, I should do it. But that one takes a long time. But it makes me want to play Odyssey again, which is, I guess, what I was getting at there. Aerodactyl makes me want to play Odyssey again. Odyssey was a lot of fun to work on. Do I want to battle prep this early? We don't have a lot of money yet. We have 0 money. We are conked. I don't think it matters too much. We have a rival battle here regardless. We don't have a rival battle? I thought we got one on floor 0. I guess we got one on floor 1. Or floor 2. Does it vary? No, there's no way. Having Metagross exist in general is so nice to be able to go back up ledges. I'm glad that you slept good. That's good to hear. And that I'm someone's favorite streamer. I didn't check moves or anything. We're just gonna sweep with Metagross. Getting Marlin out of the way early is nice. The Basculin is still an absolute unit, although it's not wave crashing this early, which makes it a lot less scary. Tatsugiri is also an absolute unit. Okay. This soaking? It's breezy, okay. There is a daycare, it's accessible from everywhere, which was kinda bars, admittedly. Kinda want to YOLO one of these two, or this one over here. I'm gonna go for the train Pokemon. I do mess with Seviper. Seviper is a homie, for sure. I really like poison types. I didn't realize that about me, but I guess it's true. Passes through barriers. Flamethrower, Gunk Shot, Earth Quake, Bite. The Flamethrower kind of confuses me, with everything else being physical. I guess it's not that bad. We have a confusing route, which we've done already, and a chilly route. I'll go for a chilly one. I don't think we need a chilly Pokemon or an ice Pokemon, but it's probably worth poking through anyways. Oh my god, there's stuff over here. I feel like I got used to there being nothing over here, but I still checked it anyways. After this, we'll be able to grab our 2 Pokemon that are inside of the daycare. I really want to know why our Safari Zone's not carrying over things we're catching. That is like more than a little bit annoying. But I'm not going to bother like catching things I want for the Safari Zone because clearly they don't show up there anymore. It might just be you have a limit of how many you can get there until you beat the game once or something stupid like that. I don't know. Haven't the fuzziest. Just beat the game, forehead. There are like no trainers. I guess maybe I picked routes without trainers accidentally, but there are no trainers here, which means we're gonna have no money. I think this is our rival battle. It is. We have N this time. There is a trainer over here. You have to go clear the cache or catch them all. Catching them all would be really brutal if that was the case. If I could figure out how to clear the cache, that would be like super ideal. I think we'll just bullet punch. We are like really underleveled. Interesting weather. Grassy Glide's a cool move. That's the one I think is... No, I'm thinking of Trailblazer. Grassy Glide's like damage up if it's grass terrain. Terrain's too confusing for someone such as myself. Wow. Bronzor is actually the tinkiest Pokemon in the universe. Oh my god, I was like, maybe it's just got high physical, so I'll hit it with a special move. Just kidding, it used the one move that doesn't let me do that. Just built better. Let's not fight a Bronzor again if we can avoid it. I thought Powdered Snow was a speed down. Maybe it's only sometimes, or I'm mistaken. Alright, we'll do a quick move check before the boss fight, so to speak. Beat up Torment Facade. I really thought that was Fakade for a long time. You have Moxie. Moxie is fun. I think we're gonna keep this Scraggy. It definitely needs to change up its nature, but I like it so far. Sheer Force is also cool. We have some actually really cool Pokemon this time around. Iron Defense Stomp, Bulldoze. Probably got Bulldoze. And then we'll grab Iron Defense over Growl, I think. Growl is all nice, but then you KO the thing you growled and you're like, well, now I have nothing to show for it. You know, Calm Mind? It's actually kind of sick nasty of you. Wait a minute. You know, Work Up and Calm Mind. What are you? I guess you're a special attacker right now? I mean, you're probably like even. Honestly, I'll just give you some generic coverage stuff for now, because I don't think we're going to keep you. Alright, good enough. Should be easy enough with an early end fight. Hopefully. The nice thing about the early end fights is if we lose, we could just reset. Good old 600 BST Metagross. You know, it's funny, I was like, I feel like I'm gonna miss the fact that it's raining and you have a Goomy is a little bit unfork knife for me. I was gonna say, I feel like I'm gonna miss Send Headbutt. So weird that our first route has electric terrain and rain. That's very bizarre to me. Found my TV remote. You're on the big screen now. Nice. I'm glad I finally made it. En's like, I don't want anything confined to balls anymore. This sucks. Alright, so what do we have in it? We do have Frigibax and Volcarona. Alright, so... oh, we can store the Pokemon here. That's interesting. I didn't think about that. I thought we just had to release. Alright, we'll store Meditite here. Guess we can grab them later if we really need them. That's interesting. I didn't realize that's how that would work. We're grabbing a dragon and ice type. I really don't need another steel type, so we'll store Cufant here, but I think Cufant's a solid Pokemon. I think maybe I focus too much on type coverage. Maybe that's my problem. This doesn't do anything, so we just beat a rival, which is an unfortunate timing for this node, but so it goes. You're a ball buyer. Ball seller? These are like normal price, my dude. What are you doing? What? I thought you were supposed to hit me with a discount. Yeah, but what if you need a beast ball right now? That's a good point. My bad. I hadn't considered that, and I'm glad that it was brought to my, to light. To the echelon of my existence, you know? Ooh. I kept Aerodactyl, right? I don't even know why I use like Confusion and Paralyze and Sleep and stuff. It feels good in theory, but then it doesn't do anything. Alright, I'm glad I complained. That was totally worth it. The game hears you complain and then they're like, alright, we'll do it. Intimidate is a little bit annoying. Here, I'll just use the Confuse ability, but stronger. See how you like it. Oh, I hurt myself immediately for 26. Oh, you didn't. I have caught. Oh, they have had like 6 Confuse checks so far, and I've had 1, and I failed 1, and they failed 1, and I just. Sometimes you have to say you're fine, and you're really not. I forgot to check my berry fields after the last run, I think. That sucks. Oh well. I should have done that, but I forgot. Swinub can probably one-hit us, surprisingly. I think an Ice Shard might take out Aerodactyl because the 4X. I don't really know what Swinub's stats are like. Ground is definitely one of the harder gyms for us to swallow. Shame Volcarona doesn't have Levitate. I'm going to assume that we either one hit or can survive a hit on Metagross at almost full HP. That's disgusting. I figured out what this Swinub exists to do. I should not have tried to attack there. That was so risky. I just assumed that we were faster, but that is an Endeavor Ice Shard that could just kill something on your team with no downside. That's crazy. I hate that. Wow. I should not have tried to bullet punch there. I mean, it was Metagross, so being 3 stages ahead, we were probably quicker. But we probably weren't much quicker. That's crazy. That thing could have killed Metagross. Yikes. That does not bode well for my decision making going forward. I didn't figure it out until after I attacked. Endeavor sets their HP to your HP. It's how people can kill like level 100 Mewtwo or whatever with a Rattata. This is a unfortunate Pokemon for us to deal with currently. Good old level 25 Pokemon with Life Orb using Fire Blast. But like the issue is that if we were speed tied or slower than that Swinub, which I don't know Swinub's speed, I assume it's slow, but we certainly could have been speed tied or slower, then it would have just killed Metagross because it was at 1 HP with Ice Shard, because it had a priority move too. If we didn't have a priority move and we stayed out, we were dead. Like completely, I mean, completely avoidable if you think about it for a second. But that's crazy. That's the diabolical stuff. I almost lowered the difficulty today, but I would have missed out on experiences like that that shave a couple weeks off my life. So I'm glad. I need to grab a Hammer Arm for the dark types. Houndoom and, I guess Houndoom's a pretty solid counter on its own, but, Bronzor is also really annoying. Litleo 420, wow, blaze it. Gosh, I'm so hip. What is this weird layout of a million bowl cut looking bozos? Bronzor is annoying as a heckin' chunker. Do be a heckin' chunk master 9000. I'll give you that one. I like that Earthquake will always be the great equalizer for you. Yeah, that bird over there, Earthquake it. It'll probably roost this turn. The best part is sometimes it does roost and it's really funny. Roost is such a weird move. I guess Bullet Punch. We'll probably get knockoffed if not. Bugger. I wish we had Lumberries. I should buy them and start growing them because Lumberries are just so nice. Thanks, Apom. Oh, we just took 40 from a hit. We're no longer confused, I believe it said. I could have sworn it just said we were no longer confused. I wonder what that text that popped up was. That was risky too. We could have died there. It's just, I just exist in a state of almost dying basically all the time, which is kind of real. Like, we're put on this corporeal plane and what are we doing? Living until we're dying, you know? Bronzor does have levitate, I believe. So if we want this mint, we have to approach from here. Otherwise it'll be locked. I'll go for the Hammer Arm. Forgot cast form is normal. I always assume that it has a type, like Ghost or something, but that's Rotom that does that. There we go. We pulled the NPC far enough now. In Pokemon Unbound, there's like an Elite Four challenge where, I mean, I guess it's Victory Road leading into Elite Four, where you have to like manipulate where trainers are standing to get through a room successfully, and you could just like reset the room if you don't successfully do it. But I see posts constantly about like how it's like literally impossible. It reminds me of like a Platinum puzzle, which was just like using strength on a few rocks to move them, and people were like, this literally can't be done. But it is certainly doable. Oh, I'm glad we didn't take a double battle there. That would have been... probably would have been fine. But I might have been cringe. It's crazy to call someone snot-nosed in today's day and age with all the pollutants and allergens in the world. We got an escape rope! Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! We got an escape rope! I can't believe it! Oh my god, we have to remember to use that. We got an escape rope. That's crazy town. We don't kill here, but I'm gonna assume we don't get killed. Good old Life Orb Mimikyu. Well, if I use it on that floor, what if we die before using it? We've only seen it once. We can skip that fight, don't get me wrong. But I really want the unlock. We'll see how the run's going, I guess. I'll play it on that. If I'm already falling apart by the time we get to the next rival, I'm gonna just rip it, get through it, and move on. Well, I do agree that skipping that fight is a super good idea. There's no guarantee we'll even get to that fight. It's always a toss-up. This item is literally... No, it's not literally ungettable. Whoa, I was like, it's improbable. I was about to go post on the subreddit, be like, yo, what? Unfortunately, it all depends on the gyms we get. And like, a Stunky fire blasting us does not make me feel good. Why does everything know fire blast and have aftermath and heckin' incredible amounts of damage and survivability? I hate it. But man, I'll be remiss if we miss the opportunity to skip one. All right, so we have a daycare, but we don't need one. We have a shop, we don't really need one either. I think we'll take a game show. If we can get Earthquake from a game show, that'd be sick. Oh, no. I used to love Voltorb Flip, now I dread it. You got this, I believe. I mean, this one doesn't look bad. The bottom two rows are completely skippable. So is the one on the far left. Or the column on the far left, I suppose. Actually, wait, yeah, no, there's a crap load of skippable in this one. It's gotta be these two, right? This is 6-1. Two luxury balls, two full restores. Yeah, I'll risk it and play another one. Although we're probably cooked into the ground on this one because that's how it always goes. Is we're feeling fine, and then we get Voltorb flipped under the table, which is really unfortunate. Well, the top row is safe. We know that for a fact. Yeah. The second column from the right looks mostly safe, but obviously it's not a guarantee. This is a 3-4, which means this physically has to be a 3 in this column here. Which means that this is a bomb no matter what. This is a bomb no matter what. This could be a 3 and these 3 could be bombs. This could be a 3 and this could be a 3. Do we have any other particularly spicy heroes? This is 8-1, but there's no real way I can tell. This is a potential for being a safe spot. It's one of the safer spots. I'm gonna guess on it. Never mind. Cool. Good talk. I like that there's just like a 1 in 3 chance that you automatically win this thing, a 1 in 3 chance that you probably lose this thing, and a 1 in 3 chance you guaranteed lose. Brutal. I'm not even spending like nearly as much time as mathing out Voltorb Flip because I read about it recently, and it's like there is just like heavy amounts of RNG in it. You get boards that are just like you have a chance to fail, not on every single swap, but like there's no way to guarantee it 100% that you're gonna succeed. And with that knowledge, like it certainly changed the meta for me. Of like, oh, I'll just guess on this because you know, why not? There's no Earthquake here. I did check though. You know what I do want? A little Stealth Rock action on our Metagross actually sounds quite nice in the meantime. Metagross can't learn Stone Edge, can it? Stealth Rock is mighty handy against certain things. Volcarona being one of them, interestingly enough. But Stealth Rock will do a little bit of chip damage, which means focus bands and like things like that won't work anymore. That's really what I was looking for. Maybe this will have an Earthquake in it. Kind of like an Earthquake. Are we injured? We are. That's the final key to beating the game. Earthquake might be, but Stealth Rock's also really sick. Do a quick move check. Brick Break is super nice. I don't know how the math on low kick works, but I think it's pretty solid for the most part. Wow, Supersonic's 55%. I landed it both times. Huge. That changes a lot for me. Fighting and Crunch are so close in power. I always thought they did the exact same thing. It kind of shocks me still that they don't. Like, I know that they don't. Still kind of shocks me. I didn't check Viper. Right, your moveset's already kind of spicy, though. I think you have, like, the one that they set up ahead of time. I'll trust that they gave you good stuff. Let me smash some citrus berries because I forgot to do that earlier and now's a good enough time to do it. Yeah, I'm surprised Crunch doesn't flinch either. I could have sworn it did. But it just has the defense down, so I feel like Bite is like better. Maybe it's not. Like, I use Crunch because if you can one-hit something rather than just like flinch it and give another turn, it's always better. Alright, we got the normal type. This is not great. I mean, the nice thing is we're not going to get Imposter Ditto'd in a gym fight later on. Bad news is that's an Obstagoon. This was supposed to be a goon-free stream. I meant to not do that. There goes my berry! I should have set up Stealth Rock. I don't know what I'm thinking. I keep forgetting I have it. I'm gonna potion here. Okay, that was a crit. I'm gonna set Stealth Rock then. It crit again. It has super luck and that has a heightened chance to crit, so I think it's like a 1 in 8 or a 1 in 4 to crit. It might be even higher than that. We just have to assume it's gonna always crit, basically. This is good. It's a wasted turn. This is such a waste of hyper potions, but I don't really have anything that we can swap into. What resists dark, Fairy? What resists dark Pokemon? Dark resists dark, I know. Fighting Dark and Fairy. Scraggy is an okay swap. No, Scraggy's just gonna get like wing attacked. Volcarona is just gonna get wing attack too as soon as they swap in. Or whatever, the Brave Bird, whatever it is. The fact that it crits every move is very unlucky. I mean, actually, let me see. What are the odds of critting with Night Slash and Super Luck? Okay, Super Luck and improved critical moves like Night Slash give you a crit chance of 50%. So it is actually, if affection counts, it goes up to 100, I guess. Like it sits with new game mechanics. But other people are saying it's a 25% chance to crit. Super Luck plus Scope Lens brings all moves to a 50% crit rate, and then critical ones get even higher. Wow, it's crazy how everything is different. A Super Luck Absol holding a Scope Lens using Night Slash has a 33% chance of scoring a crit. Yeah, the thing I'm seeing is that it's a 1 in 3 chance and we just gotten really unlucky. Hey, it's Ditto without Imposter. Well, that was threatening. Just use Aerodactyl on the bird. I'm using Aerodactyl on everything, apparently. Thank goodness we didn't miss any. Goodness, we didn't miss any rock smashes. Yeah, a dark move that's critting every single time is very scary. Are we actually mech? I kind of assumed my air to go out for longer. But I just sat here waiting for a minute. It looks fine. I'm gonna assume we're back. It looks like we're back, at least. I was like strapping in for a long, like, alright, let's go figure out something else to do. Grab the Switch. Okay, yeah, now everything looks fine. Bum, ba 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 ba. The Viper got new moves. We are all awesome. What level are we? I wasn't paying enough attention after the internet went out. Let's speed up one more Pokemon. I keep going, I'm kind of afraid of fairy types, but Metagross conks fairies. I don't know why I'm so scared of it. Oh, there's a Relicanth. I wish I could surf. Relicanth is so cool. Heck, I would love to run Relicanth. I wonder if it's worth setting up Stealth Rock traditionally. Probably not against a ghost type, thinking about it critically. Scratching the brain case a little bit. Thank goodness I went for a Giga Drain. I am alive. I don't know why my internet went out for a sec. I was expecting it to go down for a while, but it did not. I feel like it's always a safe bet to assume the internet's going down for a while when it goes down here. Speaking of going down here, I'm going to experience something I've never experienced before tomorrow, which is going to be interesting. I'm going to a restaurant that does like the hibachi stuff, and like I asked like what should I expect when going, and I was told that like they might just like try to throw stuff into my mouth and squirt stuff into my mouth, and I was like, you're joking. But apparently that wasn't a joke, and I was like, people just like, this is what people want. They want to go in public so some greasy chef can squirt a bunch of stuff in your mouth. Maybe I'm being too critical of it. It's probably a fun time. But the fact that that was the first warning that I got, was that there's going to be stuff squirted in my general direction, was not on my bingo card. Curse hurts. It hits a tremendous amount. I'm gonna KO and then swap. Yeah, I don't want people firing soy sauce at me across the table, you know? Oh, Scraggy can evolve. It's good to see. We just missed a 5% Ice Fang. Actually, wait, it might be 15%. Either way, I just hate it. I'd let someone spray me with soy sauce. Well, you know, you can go in my place if you want. Look, I'm sure it'll be fun. I'm just being an old party pooper, but... Oh, that was a waste of a Citrus Fairy. Whoops. I guess it's not that wasted. Chances are we won't use all of them by the end. We've been lucky on the Zen Headbutts. I say that because we end up with like on average luck for Zen Headbutt, and I'm like, oh my god, we've gotten so lucky that we've only missed it 1 out of 10 times. Crocodile is an absolute menace. Thank goodness. I'm not saying we were gonna get killed, but there was a possibility that we were dead there. I see the manifest not missing and we'll be fine. Do we want to shop? I think the answer is actually going to be a yes here, shockingly. There you go. I bought the Earthquake ATM. Almost our entire team can learn. I guess not our entire team. Survivor already has it. Guess I'll drop Hammer. Gets rid of our dark coverage though, which is a little bit spoopy. What is Crunchma? Crunchmatize me, Cap'n. Oh, I miss the old Captain Crunch. They really scuffed Captain Crunch. Captain is not okay now. I don't know if you've seen him in recent years, but he fell off real hard. My god. Looks more like Lucky from Lucky's Charms. Yeah, the cereal's called Lucky's Charms for sure. Does Scrafty still have the same ability? It does. Moxie is like gnarly. This thing could be a real menace. Don't really know what moveset it would want, so I guess the next thing I'll be doing is looking for setting it up for the future. We are out of money, but I will gamble because it's always fun to gamble. Milk. I wonder if I can learn Earthquake after evolving Scrafty? No, certainly not. Why would Scrafty learn Earthquake? It's just like a little duder. It ain't no big dinosaur or metal machine. We could take a full heal or we could take a trained Pokemon. I'll grab a full heal. I like our team. If only Metagross can learn U-turn, that'd be so sick. I was gonna say we don't really have anything for electric, but I suppose we do, huh? We kinda just got something for electric. Oh my god, this is gonna be one of the most satisfying Earth Quackes of all time, but I am gonna Stealth Rock first. Heck you. I think we're back. My internet's being ultra buns today, unfortunately. Thankfully, OBS gives me a little, like, ping when it goes out. I'm currently Googling. Its ability is, in fact, Levitate. Which means this is not something that we can do. Oh, it says no effect anyways. It does have Levitate. My concern is us taking a really strong hit we're not prepared for. Huge flinch. With electric terrain down, I don't think Bullet Punch keeps its priority. Okay, cool. That's nice. Oh my god, Shiny Emolga looks really nice and you're just flexing on me with it. And now you've roosted so I could have Earth Quacked you. Man, Stealth Rock kind of breaks their AI if they're going for Roost when they're missing that much HP. That's a surprise. Why does the fish get Levitate and not Floating Space Crab? Asking the real questions. Although I do like our Metagross's ability. Do you think it's going to just Explosion us? Why is it that Electro doesn't get that it explodes when it dies and does damage, but a skunk does? Ooh, you know, that actually kind of makes sense in a morbid way. I hate that. Emolga's flying. But when it roosts, you can hit it. Because Roost removes flying type, which I never knew for a long time. So it would just be normal. Or maybe it makes it so it's vulnerable to hits. You can ground hit things with the turn that it roosts. That's all I know. Very strange. What do we want? I don't really care the route too much. I don't remember which one of these are. Do we have anyone we want to replace or can replace? I guess Aerodactyl's the closest on the list. Getting a water type, a solid water type. I mean, Aerodactyl can also cover water types to an extent. What am I saying? Of course Aerodactyl can't cover water types. But I also don't really want a Veluza or a Basculin. Skrelp, maybe, but I don't really want any of them. We should take a few fights here. Yeah, it's a really weird thing, but it makes sense, I guess, since it's like landing to roost. Basculin outspeeds us. That is a fast fish. The worst part of this is, let's say, hypothetically, we make it past Gym 8. You know? Great. Now I have literally no idea what we're going to deal with instead of mostly no idea. I mean, I have an idea what we need to deal with. It's just, like, making the right decisions. But the Elite Four I've never seen, ever. Let alone the Champion. You know, I noticed we didn't get the rare candies at the end of the trainer hideout, did we? Oh no, we did. I'm just like so on autopilot. Sharpie could be potentially good for Aerodactyl. There's a rich guy there, which is nice. We definitely want to take that fight. If the internet goes out again as a heads up, I'm probably just gonna quick save the run and do it on Monday or whenever I stream it again. Mudsdale is very troublesome. We could have evolved Arctobax, which would have been nice. We're very susceptible to ground on this team. I guess Ironhead for the flinch. Oh, goodbye, Aerodactyl. What do I do about this? It's gonna Earthquake Metagross, which could potentially kill, although the fact that that didn't kill Aerodactyl leads me to believe Metagross can probably take a hit. Let me see. 95 defense versus 164. Yeah, then we can probably take a hit from an Earthquake. Ironhead's what, 80 base damage? Scrafty has one of those really incredible typings in Fighting Dark. I think we're gonna heal up here for safety, but I think we can one hit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Scrafty is like an ultra unit. It's surprisingly bulky. I didn't realize that it defensively is like on par with our Metagross. Like, that's crazy. 159 defense, 156 special defense versus 165, 127. Like, Scrafty is really bulky for what it is. It is missing 30 health, but its defensive stats are surprisingly quite clean. So we will be exercising that when we can. Knowledge check complete. We have now unlocked that Scrafty is a super unit. Why should be able to learn Earthquake? Because it's bulky, kinda. It's a bulkster, the Bulk Master 9000. I really like Mega Scrafty? Yeah, of course, Mega Scrafty. Couldn't remember if they were Megas in ZA for a moment. It looks so cool. It like puts up its hood and it's kind of like a little edgelord. Maybe we'll keep Dragon Tail on. I know we tried to build Excalibur last time with like the multi-hits and stuff, but maybe we just like go with the flow for now. Excalibur should be able to learn Earthquake now. You think so? You're actually right. I said that like with the full intent of being like really disrespectful, but it actually can learn it. You're not wrong. You said it with such like, oh yeah, obviously it can learn it now. And I was super dismissive, and it is a 5% chance that we missed it. But that's very funny that that's how that went. I'm glad. Thank goodness it was in a public forum and a recorded format that I was that sassy and got immediately put in my place for it. Wouldn't have it any other way. There's a grunt up there. Shed shell. I feel like I'm understanding natures a little bit better now too since I started playing this game. It's kind of cool. We need to swap items, thinking about it. So Shed Shell is switch out without fail. Sharp Beak is damage up for flying abilities. Forgot we have the escape rope. I completely forgot we have the escape rope. I should have grown more citrus berries. I kind of regret it now that we're all using citrus berries. Imagine if we had like 100 citrus berries going into fight. Every fight you just get like a super potion on every Pokemon. That's crazy town. Unless you get one hit, I guess. Then that's not crazy town. That's normal town. The dragon, obviously it can. That's a good point. I hadn't considered that. Thanks. This Weavile's about to be put directly in the ground, actually. Scrafty is so cool. I'm now a Scrafty fan. It has coverage for everything, including Drapion. It can probably learn Iron Head, actually. This thing's got a head. I don't trust this thing to not one-hit us. I don't know what it was doing, but we killed it in one hit because it's a heckin' chunker. We are back. I'm gonna be honest with you, I was mad over the internet and I almost got Scrafty killed. We're certainly back. I'll get through this end fight, hopefully. And then I'm gonna pause it. We need to buy a bunch of healing items right now. That's the state we're in. Because I'm using a lot of them. Parabolic Charge is a cool move. The Rapidash will obliterate us, actually. No, it's Psychic, not Fairy, right? Yeah, we should be fine. As long as I'm like Moonblast or something. Dazzling Gleam counts as one of those things that'll obliterate us. I'm sorry, were we speed tied? Because we just outsped last turn. Did we just win the 50-50? Do you have some random passive that makes you faster when you're low? We didn't get a speed down. They didn't get a speed up. It's so weird that keeps dropping. Like, they used to do it all the time. It's just really annoying. I guess we were perfectly speed tied, and I would have had no way to know that. Because it doesn't have any abilities that can increase its speed. Well, that's annoying. I like that Scrafty. See, I'd be playing smarter too, but I'm annoyed about the internet. I should have just swapped and killed it, but whatever. We can potentially get it back. Thank goodness some weird thing happened that defies like what you would expect. It wouldn't be this game if it didn't happen like that. Like, the odds of being speed tied is so low. There must have been some mechanic I didn't understand there. Or some text I didn't see. I hope we hit this. If not, we're probably cooked. Yeah, I'm thinking about the lab too. Oh, Goodra looks so old. Ooh, that shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, we're fine. Shame Metagross can't get Moxie. Imagine every time we get a kill, it gets an attack up. You have a lot of Pokemon that hard counter Sense of Scorch. Also, you consumed my Stealth Rock, which I didn't realize. My Metagross is heckin' cooked right now. Rockslide RNG has been on our side. We've been critting it a few times too. Our stones are still up. Oh, why wasn't it affected by stones? Why? Maybe Sentis Scorch has some passive where it's not affected by stones, I guess. I'll go for Iron Head in hopes that we get the flinch. We're not gonna be able to kill it because this guy is. It red carded us. The crits we've been ripping though. Man, I knew we were gonna miss Gunk Shot. I didn't want to. Man, I didn't think we were gonna miss Gunk Shot twice in a row. The opponents will use Gunk Shot and it'll be like the most reliable like piece of piece of machinery. The most reliable thing in their kit. They'll use it consistently, it'll hit every time, there's no question about it. We use Gunk Shot, it's like, probably not. Well, the good news is it's gonna keep close combating us so much that we can just use pretty much anything else to kill it now. Oh, unless Acrobatics kills us randomly. It did not kill us. Alright, I think we're back. I'm gonna quick save like normal. I already set a save state in case it doesn't work, but we have a save state at this exact spot here. Unfortunately, my internet does not want to cooperate, and I don't really want to just keep disconnecting and reconnecting when it might just stay out for a while. So, sorry to cut the stream short. I had fun. Still a little mad about this crafty. It must have been that they used some move that gave it a speed up or something and I didn't notice. But Dazzling Gleam doesn't give speed, so maybe it was a berry or something that happened. Either way, I'm gonna wrap up here. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you had a nice time. I know I did, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Bye for now.